Hey skiers, it's Bob with Skiessentials.com. Welcome to our 2025 ski test. We got a personal favorite of mine. This is the Line Sakana, and just one of the more unique skis out there on the market today. A lot of ski companies are making, an 88, a 98, something that kind of is claimed to be all mountain and carves well and floats well. This Sakana really walks the walk in terms of being a wider bodied ski that can really carve a clean turn. Very unique style and design, and that's something that we've really enjoyed about Line skis in general over the years, is that they're not afraid to be creative with their ski construction and engineering, and something visually striking like the Sakana definitely makes that come into reality. This thing is built with an aspen veneer wood core, nothing crazy here. A lot of Line skis use this same core, and then they use a strip of carbon and flax tape that goes through the center spine of the ski just to stiffen it and give it a little bit more pep and energy. The big thing with the construction is the use of this swallowtail here, where they're putting a Titanal insert, so it is stiff. When you look at a swallowtail like in the Pescado, that tail is a lot softer, and that's really helpful for softer snow. But the metal and stiffer tail in this Sakana definitely helps with keeping the ski engaged through the long effective edge. If you kind of pictured it as a squared off portion, then this tail would be really, really stiff and harsh. And at this width, that wouldn't be a whole lot of fun. So by carving a bit out and making it lighter and more maneuverable, it effectively increases the smoothness of the ski and the edge grip without making it overly demanding. So that's kind of the bit about the swallowtail there. And then just for something this wide, it carves incredibly well. Unique measurements, 150, 105, 138 here, and the 181. So that's creating a 15-meter turn radius, which is kind of bordering on front side, something you'd see normally in a ski at like 76 millimeters underfoot. That's kind of that mid-radius turn. So Line really separates itself by making something that's vastly wider for that carving process. But even so, it's a pretty good floater too. When we take a look at the rocker profile, it's pretty dramatic. There's definitely, to go along with that 150 millimeter tip, the rocker starts well down here and very, very fat shovel here. Not a ton of early taper for this width, but certainly enough. Really makes it easy to maneuver and kind of surf around. When we look at that tail, it is a bit shorter of a tail, but that allows you to be smoother and more surfy in that powder as well. Not a ton of tail rocker here, excuse me. It's really just this swallowtail portion that's a little bit bent out, but because it's so light and does have a little bit of flexibility to it, that makes it more amenable to stay afloat in soft snow. Pretty fun in the trees as well. You can maneuver this thing very easily no matter what, and just makes for a totally unique ski experience out there on the hill. Not too stiff either. When you kind of think about a ski that has to carve, you'd think that it has to be a lot stiffer, but not so much with the Sakana. Again, kind of going against the grain and making something that's just unique and creative and playful and fun. But definitely a cheat code of a ski. You feel like there's no way that a ski that's this wide should be able to make that many turns in that style. Stable at speed, easy to make those short swing turns, and incredibly fun in soft snow. So if you're looking for something that's a little bit different than normal cookie cutter style, all mountain / freeride skis, definitely take a look at this 2025 Line Sakana here at Skiessentials.com, and we will see you out there on the hill. Bye.